Alright, so lately I've been involved in conversations with a lot of people that actually, most especially that reside in the diaspora, and many have been asking Victor, what and what can I actually invest in? What and what do I need to do? I've actually invested in hospitalities. Some have done so much in building apartments, building shortlets, and it's actually not yielding the kind of results that they actually want. Some have been involved into logistics business, some have been involved into transportation business, and many other kinds, but it has not been yielding results as supposed. Some have probably considered buying piece of land and then trying to see how they could dabble into the business of probably real estate or so, but it's still not yielding the kind of result that they actually desire. Well, guess what? There's a trend that for a couple of weeks right now I've tried to study, and this is why I'm actually coming out to do this video. I realized that a very large number of people who actually reach out to me on these investment ideas, at the end of the day, 8 out of 10 of them are actually resolving into investing into agriculture. And I begin to think about it that at the end of the day, they've gone west, they've gone south, they've gone north, they've gone east, and they are thinking that, Victor, it looks like agriculture is the next big thing that we need to pay attention to in terms of investment. Agriculture. What is agriculture? What does agriculture has to do with human existence? I don't think I can exhaust if I have to do a proof about what agriculture is. And you know that naturally no human survives without the intake of food. And even if we have to take care of our health, then the first thing to pay attention to is what we take in, which is food. And then I pushed my analysis further, and I realized that a lot of them are actually paying attention to oil palm. And then I realized the fact that I have a lot to shout in this regard. And this is why I have seen that a lot of people will be paying attention to oil palm. As such, I'd like to take you through a brief knowledge on what you need to understand in the processes of oil palm. Guess what? The first thing you need to pay attention to is knowledge. Don't be too carried away by the fact that you have capital, you have money with you. The first thing you need to pay attention to is to seek for knowledge. When I mean seek knowledge, inquire from people who are experts or professionals in that field. I don't play with professionals. I don't play with knowledge. If you know me very well, you will know I don't play with knowledge. Second thing you need to do is to acquire your farmland. If you want to do oil palm, you cannot lease land though. If you lease land, it is very, very risky. So people may say, Victor, I have seen people who went into oil palm and they leased their land and they've been doing it for the past 20 years. Yes, you are correct. The percentage rate of those persons that leased their land and have their farm in the next 10 years is very low to those who fell a victim, because oil palm is a perennial crop, not an annual crop, right? Or an arable crop, as the case may be. It's a perennial crop. As such, it's a crop that can last as long as 200 years. Prepare the land. The fourth thing is that you must have a nursery management. If you do not want to buy from people who already established their own nursery, you can raise your own nursery. If you don't have the time, yes, you can consult from people who have nurseries with track record, people who have successfully raised nursery over the years. You can reach out to them and buy your seedlings from them. But if you have your ample time, yes, you can raise your own nursery. The fifth thing I would like to drop before you is that you must understand what transplanting is all about.